Marathon?
I've never run Des Moines Marathon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've run a lot of marathons. What did you like about today's marathon?
Um, um, the organizers was very well. Everybody who was in the course was cheering very well. We got a lot of water. Everything was well organized in this race.
At what point, tell us about the race itself and how you prepared for this and what it was like to run on this tour today, on the venue today.
Okay, I ran a half marathon, like 3 half marathon before this race. So it was like a long run to me in that half marathon.
Was it harder to train for then?
And, excuse me?
Was it harder to try? What I'm saying, because you've been running the half marathons and now you double up and you go the full marathon.
Yeah.
Was it tough?
No, it's very tough, but everybody was very strong in this race because it was hard for me to start the marathon because the two ladies start very fast. Mm-hmm. So
when did you take the lead in this race?
In 16 miles.
16 miles?
Yeah.
Did you pull away?
I pulled away in 16 miles, and the lady was still there. Then we went together for a little bit. I started pulling away in 16 point something.
Okay, so for about the last 10 miles, essentially, you were running in front.
Yeah, I was running alone in the next miles.
How far ahead were you think?
Sorry?
Yeah, how far ahead do you think you were? How far ahead were you?
I think like 1 kilometer.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Tell me a little bit about you grew up you're from Kenya.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your background growing up.
Okay, I'm from Kenya, Wasingisho. My parents are from Keyo district. Mm-hmm. So my home place is Plateau, and I've been training since I was in school. I was running, going to school and coming back lunchtime. When I was in high school, I was in a high school where there were some athletes who were training in my high school. Mm-hmm. So we were training with my friends who are being champions now.
I mean, we hear so much about Kenya. I've never personally been to Africa, been to Kenya. It just seems like there's so many great runners come from Kenya. It's something really, it's like a national sport, running.
Yeah, it's. I think because when we are in school, we don't go by car, so it's like we get used to when we are going to school, coming back, and when you are sent with your mom, when your mom tells you go to the shop, you run.
You run?
Yeah, he tells you go and come back quickly, so you run.
So you run to school and you run back, right?
Yeah, to come and take lunch and go back to school. In the evening, you're supposed to come back to fetch water for your parents and firewood. Yeah.
So essentially you're running a lot. I mean, again, you're not, in this country, we're so used to getting in our cars and driving somewhere, but it sounds like there, excuse me, it sounds like there you're running to do things.
Yeah, we are running.
And that makes you stronger.
Yeah, because sometimes you can food for a long time. Like 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers to your home, no car.
What brought you to the United States?
Before I came to United States, I was in United Kingdom.
Okay.
So I ran I ran 10 kilometers in Eldoret, my hometown. So one manager saw me in the internet, and then he invited me first to UK, and then I applied for United States. I heard of one manager, he invited me to United States, so I started running races.
So here you are.
Yeah.
Here you are.
Good.
Where are you living now? Are you living here? Or?
No, I'm going back Kenya, coming back. I ran some races in Mexico. I come to United States.
Okay. So you're gonna be. So you still live in Kenya then?
Yeah, I live in Kenya.
Kenya. Okay. All right. So you're coming, but you'll be coming back and forth to run marathons here in the States. Have you run the Boston? You run the Boston Marathon?
No, I'm hoping one day to run. I've never run a big race.
Well, I think you can qualify here. I know you can qualify here in certain ways for the Boston Marathon.
I've tried to run a big race, but I don't know. But if they invited me, I'll be happy.
We got to work that out. We got to get you into the Boston Marathon. Will you come back here?
I'll come back if you invited me.
Consider yourself invited.
Yeah.
We want you here. What did you study in school, by the way?
In school?
In school. What do you study in school?
Biology.
Biology?
Yeah. Chemistry.
So So you like the sciences?
Yeah,
You
and
like,
I did history,
huh?
um, agriculture because you live in
Agriculture?
Kenya. Yeah, agriculture,
Yep.
Swahili, maths, and that was my subjects in school.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living? What do you, what do you like to do?
Um, I only run and do some investment back home, like you build like rental houses to rent so that you can get some money
Okay.
to.
Well, I'll tell you what. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Gotta feel good to be a champion.
Yeah. If they invited me one day in Boston, I'll be happy.
I know. I think what I'm gonna have to do is get your autograph, because when you become an Olympic champ, then I'll say that I have your autograph.
Yeah.
I assume you want to run the Olympics someday?
Oh, I've never run, but I'm going to train.
Gonna give it a try?
Yeah.
Might as well. Hey, tell you what, appreciate you coming by. Thank you for coming by. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, I'm going to let you pronounce your name again, because I know I'm going to mess it up.
Okla Chirono Kimaya.
Thank you, Okla. We appreciate you coming. Can we take a break right now? Let's do that. We'll take a break right now and come back with more. We are at the IMT Des Moines Marathon 2016 on CISN TV.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau's seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
This is Iowa, and here we don't just dream, we make history by nearly doubling our clean energy as part of our 100% renewable vision. With this, our energy costs will remain some of the lowest in the nation. We'll create new jobs and boost economic growth. Our air will be cleaner, our state stronger, and together we'll advance this country's energy future forever. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Poor eating habits and lack of exercise have contributed to a doubling of childhood obesity. The YMCA knows that lifestyle habits such as healthy eating and physical activity will help reverse this trend. The Y offers programs for kids of all ages, from preschool through high school. Water babies to swim teams, basketball, summer camps, flag football, child watch, and even lacrosse. If your family is serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of your healthier family.
The fireplace is the heart of your family's home. Picture your family warm and cozy in front of a heat and glow fireplace from the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. Fireplace Superstore has the largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts in central Iowa. Let our fire experts help you find the fireplace that best fits your family's lifestyle. Adding comfort and warmth to your home is much easier than you think. Come see the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. No one builds a better fire. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas, just west of Homemakers.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we got it all.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history.
Hi, we are back here at the 2016 IMT Des Moines Marathon. I'm Larry Kotler, and we have the captain. It's not just any person with my team triumph. We have the captain. This is Jackie. Hi, Jackie. You just finished the half marathon.
Yes, I did.
How'd it go?
Really good.
Good. Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
Now, how many years have you done it? You done this for a while? This is the first time?
This is the first time.
Oh, the first time. What'd you like about doing the half marathon?
Everything.
Everything? There wasn't any one thing that was special?
Oh.
Nope. And these people take good care of you.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, did you guys go fast today?
Yes.
You
we
did?
go fast.
How fast?
Really fast.
Really fast. Oh, you're the captain, so you're in charge, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, and to what did you have to tell them? Did you have to give them directions on what to do?
Yes.
What'd you tell them?
I told them, good job. Good job. And
Good job.
good job.
Well, you know that's the thing to do. You gave them great motivation, right?
Yes.
You helped them along the way.
Yes.
All right. And you know what? As far as I'm concerned, you're the champion.
Yes.
You go with that. You got it. You got a medal.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're glad you had a great time today. You're gonna do this again, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You'll be back next year and the
Yes,
year after.
I am.
All right. Oh, that's emphatic. That's emphatic. Let's talk a little bit about My Team Triumph, and we can. You want to step in here and grab the headphones, and we'll talk a little bit about My Team Triumph. Well, can we let him talk?
Yes.
Is it okay?
Yes.
I just want to make sure the captain said it was all right. You know, because if the captain says no, we listen to the captain. All right. And this is My Team Triumph, and I'm not sure who we have here, but how you doing? I'm Larry.
I'm doing well. I'm Tony Hegel. I'm Jackie's uncle.
Well, hi, Tony. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Doing
You guys have fun today?
We had a great time, didn't we?
Tell us a little bit about My Team Triumph.
Yeah, so My Team Triumph is an organization that, as I describe it anyway, it's an organization that they provide all the equipment and make things like this possible for people who otherwise wouldn't be able to do a race. So they provide the cart. We contacted them. They brought all this for us, and they basically raise funds in order to be able to do this for people really across the country.
Wow, that's awesome.
So, and this is the first time we've done it here. So we're the first team this year, and hopefully next year, as people hear about this, we'll see lots of teams out here in the future.
Where are you based?
Jackie's actually from Polk City.
Okay.
So here in the Des Moines area.
Okay.
I live in Bettendorf.
Okay.
And so we have the team kind of is from all over the place. My Team Triumph is based in Michigan, I believe. So yeah.
Tony, tell us a little bit about Jackie.
Yeah. So Jackie's my niece. She has cerebral palsy, and as I like to tell people, Jackie has an athlete's heart. So she has grown up cheering on her sister, her cousins, basically anyone that she can cheer for in sports. And we started, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. We started riding sections of RAGBRAI, and it was her first opportunity to be the person to get cheered for.
All right.
And so we continue to look for things we can do like this. And we decided we needed a new challenge this year instead of RAGBRAI. And so we decided a half marathon.
Okay.
And that's when we contacted My Team Triumph, and they were the ones that really made it happen for us.
Yeah, tell us about the organization overall. I know you've alluded to it a little bit, but this organization, they're around the country?
They're around the country, so they have different chapters based around the country. I actually first experienced them through their Wisconsin chapter.
Okay.
And so my wife and daughter and I have run the Wisconsin Marathon up in Kenosha a number of times, and they have a very active Wisconsin chapter. And so they'll have anywhere from 5 to 10 or more teams like us that run the Wisconsin Marathon. And again, they basically provide the equipment and the support and coordinate all of this for captains. Now, in our case, it was all family and friends that we're all the angels, as is what they refer to those who provide the support for the angels during the race. But you know, as you look out at other teams, in some cases the captains and the angels don't know each other before the race. They get to know each other through the process and through the training. So not only do they provide the equipment, but they put angels and captains together. So they'll get volunteers who are interested in being angels. Then they have captains who are interested in doing these races, and again, they coordinate the two and again, make that happen.
Well, I think you are angels.
Yeah.
I believe you're all angels, and you believe they're angels too, right, Jackie?
Yeah.
You bet they are. Now, what's ahead? What's ahead? I mean, obviously, you'll come back here next year to. I'm calling it. I'm calling her the champion. So you'll be back at the.
You're calling me out. Actually, we talked about it a little bit on the race. I actually do a lot of triathlons.
Uh-oh.
And my team Triumph will support triathlons as well. So we may have a triathlon in our future.
Oh.
Another half marathon would be fun. But a triathlon may be something that we attempt to do as we go forward.
Oh, boy. I don't know. That sounds tough. I know I don't want to do a triathlon.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a triathlon?
I've done a number of them. Actually, I'm training for a half Ironman here in a couple of weeks. So.
Hey, Tony, appreciate you and Jackie and everybody from my team Triumph. You did a great job today doing the half marathon, and we look forward to seeing you again next year.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll look forward to it.
Thanks, Tony. And, of course, that's Jackie. She is the captain of my team Triumph as they I'm calling them champions all the way through when it comes to the IMT 2016 Des Moines Marathon. We'll be right back with more on CISN TV.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history.
Since 1973, thousands of Central Iowans have caught the wave to Waters Autoland in Indianola. Waters always has over 100 pre-owned vehicles in stock, with over half being one-owner trade-ins. If you're looking for a new vehicle, check out our inventory of Buicks and GMCs, or go to watersautoland.com to see our entire stock. And remember, cars are always cheaper in the country.
Catch the wave to Waters. Waters Autoland.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
At Mid-American Energy, part of putting power in your hands is helping to keep families safe. That's why Mid-American provides free educational safety programs to schools, asks you to call 811 before you dig, have annual furnace inspections, and be aware of hazards at home. Mid-American Energy safely delivers electricity and natural gas to us in good times and stormy ones. That's Mid-American Energy.
It's Chevy Truck Month in Waukee. And with bonus tag savings, get up to 20% off select new 2017 Silverado 1500s. New Silverado Double Cab LT 4x4, $289 a month. New Spark, $13,999. Up to 20% off select new Silverado HDs, Malibus, and Trax. And up to 25% off select new 16 Chevy Cruises. Save big in Waukee. Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Back at the 2016 IMT Des Moines Marathon, Larry Kotler here, CISN is here, and Lance Bergeson is here from Register Media, the Des Moines Register. You know, we've talked a lot. We've never actually met until today.
Exactly, yeah. I hear you all the time on the radio, so it's always a,
well, that's good to know.
So, yeah.
But somebody is.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. But I tell you what, you've been involved in running for a long time. I didn't know that. We were talking earlier about this.
Yeah.
How long have you been involved in running, whether either doing it yourself or covering it?
This is like the 15th year of the marathon, and I think I've covered it about 12 years. So,
okay.
So I've had a good streak here going.
Pretty incredible how this thing has grown. I don't remember the first one. In fact, I was talking earlier about Chris Birch, that when I talked to him on my radio show, and he told me it was the 15th. I couldn't believe it. That was the 15th. And you've been around, what, the last 12?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
What's the difference now? How has it grown from when you first started covering?
Well, it's just a bigger event now. Chris has really made it such a huge event now. It's a happening for people, you know. People, it's a destination race now for a lot of people across America now. Before, during the advent of the marathon, it was a very small one, and it was very more of a regional race. Now, it's a Boston qualifier. It's known as a very fast course generally, and it comes at a great time in October. So and there's a lot of activities throughout the weekend with the expo and everything. So. He's really, I mean, this is a fantastic venue here at Cowles Commons. So, fantastic.
Reminds me a little bit of the Drake Relays.
Yeah.
You know, because Drake Relays, you know, most people, I know when I came here, and that was a long time ago, it was pretty much the Drake Relays was Friday and Saturday. And then Mark Costa got involved, Brian Brown, who recently left. I mean, they turned it into a whole week-long thing, and that reminds me a little bit of this is a lot like that.
Yeah, and you know, yesterday's 5-mile race, they had Principal Park adds to that.
Yeah.
And certainly, you know, I've run my share of marathons, certainly the last few years, and you know, this one ranks right up there with, you know, Chicago and that sort of thing as far as, you know, smaller scale, but it still has all the amenities that you expect as a runner. And runners know that. They expect to have good swag. They expect to have a lot of, you know, all the bells and whistles.
Sure.
This event has it. And so that's a credit to him and his committee.
Yeah, I think they've done a great job here. I know we were talking with Dave Mabel earlier, his run in Philadelphia and Chicago. He said, he says, not just because it's by home grounds, although it's a lot of fun when you're running around here and your friends see you and they heckle you maybe a little bit and try to figure out why you're actually doing these crazy things. But, you know, so that makes it more fun. But, I mean, it stacks up, it sounds like, with the larger cities, Chicago, Philadelphia, Cleveland, and I don't know about L.A. or New York or Boston, but.
Yeah, it's, like I said, it's a smaller scale, but a lot of people like that. They, you know, they like being able to park across the street from Cowles Commons and be able to walk over.
Exactly.
You know, in Chicago, you can't exactly do that. You know, you have to take the train into the start line.
Why'd you start running marathons, or how did you start? What happened there?
I just got into running through my brother, actually, in high school. He was in cross country, so I got interested in that. Really found that the longer races were my specialty, and back then. You know, we only ran 2 miles, and that was not.
That's enough.
That was actually not long enough for me because I was one of these people that needed the longer distance. So I just kind of gravitated.
Why'd you need the longer distance?
Because I wasn't that fast. I didn't have that good a foot speed.
I
didn't, you know, I didn't have that much of acceleration. So, and then I worked up to it and got into. Running into college at Buena Vista, ran there, and then it took off from there. Decided I wanted to qualify for Boston, and then
did you?
Yeah.
You ran Boston?
I ran 3 times.
Wow. Did you happen to run in 2013?
No, I did not. I ran 2012 is my last one.
Okay.
I ran the year before that. So.
What was it like to run in the Boston Marathon? Because when people think of the marathon in this country, obviously the first one that comes to mind is the Boston Marathon.
Yeah, it's definitely a bucket list race for everybody. You know, it's when you run, you know, through the Newton Hills, everywhere along the course, you just think about all the history of all the great runners that have run on the same route as you, and to know that this is just a point to point from Hopkinton to Boston. And it's 120 years now of the race.
Yeah.
It just has so much, you know, steep in tradition. There's just so much about it. The tradition is second to none.
Well, that's what I was kind of wondering. Is it different in terms of, is it just the history, or is there something special about the marathon itself?
I enjoy New York more because I love big city marathons.
Oh, okay.
And Boston has a little more of a small, you know, it doesn't have that big city feel because you're running most of it outside of Boston. You know, you're running on a 2-lane road going into Boston. But New York, you know, you're running through all 5 boroughs, and you just have crowds everywhere, all along the route. But, you know, they each are great in their own respect, but Boston
is Boston.
There's just something about it, and being able to run down by the public library and down there, it's just fantastic.
Visiting with Lance Bergeson from Register Media, I want to ask you, because you've followed the running scene for a while, how is it now compared to, let's say, a decade ago? How much has it grown?
Well, it has grown quite a bit. We saw a big boom about 5 years ago. You had about 48 hours to get into the Living History Farms race before it closed. We're seeing a little bit of a tail off now because we're starting to get the 20-something crowd of people who are kind of done their bucket list race, done their marathons now, and they're kind of going back to the gym and doing more classes and that sort of thing.
Okay.
So race numbers down are nationwide are down a little bit right now, but it's still, this event still draws 9,000, so that's still a phenomenal number.
Well, the thing about running, you don't need any equipment.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, you put shorts on.
You just need some shoes. Yeah,
shoes
just
would
need
help.
A good pair of shoes.
Yeah, shoes would be good.
Yeah,
but other than that, that's all you really need. Well, Lance, I tell you what, we appreciate you being here.
Yeah,
and,
I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming by, and we finally got to meet.
Yeah, exactly.
How about that?
All right.
Lance Bergeson from Register Media. We're going to take a break right now. We are continuing our coverage of the 2016 IMT Des Moines Marathon here on CISN TV.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
This is Iowa, and here we don't just dream, we make history by nearly doubling our clean energy as part of our 100% renewable vision. With this, our energy costs will remain some of the lowest in the nation. We'll create new jobs and boost economic growth. Our air will be cleaner, our state stronger, and together we'll advance this country's energy future forever. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And we're back to the IMT Des Moines Marathon, continuing coverage all day today. We're here for 8 hours. We had a little technical glitch for a bit, but we're back live and running again. This is Dave Mabel. I'm here with Brian Palmer, a marathoner and a longtime friend. Brian, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So Brian today ran pace in the half marathon and 145?
145.
How'd that go today?
Very good, very good.
So when I say pace, tell me your role.
As a pacer, the marathon finds volunteers who want to race the race with and run with all the other runners, and you get to set a pace so the other runners can try to stick with you and maybe meet their goal or PR, personal record of their own. And so we normally on a flat course you can keep very even splits along the whole course, and they stick with you. We're carrying a sign with the goal pace on it, and we carry that sign and we run along the course and people follow us, and then we hopefully end up finishing at our goal pace. And so we are there for the other runners. It's not for us, it's for the other runners.
And what was your goal pace today? What were you setting the pace?
Today I did the 1 hour and 45 minute half marathon, and that equals about an 8-minute pace.
And how'd you
per
do?
mile.
You've got your results right here.
I have my results right here, and I finished. The goal is to finish your race either between like 30 seconds, within 30 seconds of your actual goal. And mine was 1:45, and I finished in 1:44:44.
1:44:40. So you were within 16 seconds.
Yeah, so I was right on, right where I wanted to be.
And you have a crew that you're kind of like the Pied Piper, right?
Kind of, yeah. There's definitely people who want to stay ahead of me and don't want me to catch them, and there's people behind me that don't want to lose me. They want to stay right on my tail and finish right with me. So it's kind of a neat thing because people gather around and they want your support and they want your strength and experience to get them across the line.
That's very cool, and it's I've actually paced. As a matter of fact, I'll say that Brian stole my pace. I was the 1:40 half marathon pacer for a couple of years, and then I had an injury and couldn't do it. Brian took my spot and never let it go. So the interesting thing about pacing is it's kind of like teaching a spin class, isn't it?
I have never done that, but you've done a number of them, and I know you're very good at it. But I would agree, you have to motivate, you have to keep them engaged, and you have to keep them thinking about what they're doing, not to wander off and kind of, that's the thing, people get tight, they get tense, and they fall off, and they're not really just in, you got to stay in the moment.
You have to stay in the moment and help them stay in the moment.
There you go.
You mentioned I taught spin, and one of the things I was known for is the fact that I told stories during my spin class, and it helped the time fly by.
Right.
And I did the same thing during my pacing. I would just tell stories and help people keep their mind off of the running. I had the opportunity to interview the men's marathon winner, and he talked about the one who hurts the most, the longest, will be the winner. So part of the storytelling and part of your job as the pacer is to help people get their minds off.
Right.
The pain that they're going through.
Exactly. I like to tell stories about things that I remember from the marathon in the past, different people I've experienced, got to run with, and how the course has changed over the years. I like to talk about different people that I've ran with over the years and how the course has changed. And it's just, like you say, kind of take their mind off the pain that they're experiencing, because some of them are really working as hard as they can to stay with you, and other people are just kind of out there to have a nice run for a Sunday run.
Right. Well, as we talk, Brian, we're showing live stream from the finish line, and this is people finishing, a lot of them finishing the half marathon, but let's see, what time is it? It's 11:29.
Yep.
So we're at 3.5 hour marathon finish time.
Right.
And you've done that a few times. You're actually a little faster than that when you run your marathon.
I've been lucky. Yeah, I've ran quite a few under 3:30. So.
So what's somebody going through 3.5 hours into the race, and they're maybe a few blocks or even a mile or so from the line?
Right. If they've ran a smart race and they didn't overdo it and stayed hydrated, then your mind is still in it, and you know that you need to keep on that pace, and you're just trying to get mind over matter, because your mind is telling you want to stop and walk. So many times during a hard run, you're like, I just could walk and this would be much easier. But you're telling yourself, I'm going to keep running. I'm going to keep pushing through the pain, and the pain is temporary. I'm going to get through it. And that's what you really have to do, is keep pushing through it.
You do have to keep pushing through it. And I noticed we had a photographer in the way, and sometimes those dang photographers will get in the way.
Yes.
Listen, Brian, we're going to switch mics here. We're going to take a break.
That's fine.
And
can I give a shout out to Matt Ryder, who just qualified for Boston today?
Yes, you can.
3 hour, 13 minutes at plus, and that will qualify him for Boston next year. So
that's exciting, and that's
congratulations
the
to
goal
him.
of a lot of people, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, definitely the Boston qualifier. Yep.
Very good.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, Brian, and we've got a long 15-year history of running marathons together.
Yes, I wore my 2004 shirt just to commemorate it. So.
I love it.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Poor eating habits and lack of exercise have contributed to a doubling of childhood obesity. The YMCA knows that lifestyle habits such as healthy eating and physical activity will help reverse this trend. The Y offers programs for kids of all ages, from preschool through high school. Water babies to swim teams, basketball, summer camps, flag football, child watch, and even lacrosse. If your family is serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of your healthier family.
The fireplace is the heart of your family's home. Picture your family warm and cozy in front of a heat and glow fireplace from the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. Fireplace Superstore has the largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts in central Iowa. Let our fire experts help you find the fireplace that best fits your family's lifestyle. Adding comfort and warmth to your home is much easier than you think. Come see the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. No one builds a better fire. Fireplace Superstore, 109th in Douglas, just west of Homemakers.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
And we're back with the IMT Des Moines Marathon coverage. And I am here, Dave Mabel, with Dr. Richard Deming. It is an honor to have you here sitting with us today.
Oh, Dave, it's
Always a
great to
pleasure.
be here. It's always great to talk to you.
For those of you who don't know, Dr. Deming is the head of oncology at Mercy and does great work there, working with cancer patients and cancer survivors and helping people really look above and beyond what they ever thought before.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, cancer, everybody finds their own metaphor for cancer, and I'm all about fighting cancer and battling cancer and curing cancer. But in many ways, it's about transcending cancer. And even if you have a very highly curable cancer or an incurable cancer, cancer is going to teach you a lot. And I'm very interested in helping individuals, regardless of their stage of cancer, learn from their cancer how to live a better life, how to live optimally, and how the difficulties in life really teach them that they're blessed and that they have tremendous capacity to live a purposeful, passionate life.
I love that, and I've heard that message time and time again. I think it's a lesson, whether you have cancer or not. That's a good lesson for all of us. But
Exactly.
especially when you hear that word, you never want to see a doctor like you, and when you do, you don't want to hear that word cancer, that you have cancer. But I love your attitude, and I love the message that you send for everybody, really. In fact, you've taken that, looking above and beyond cancer, and formed an organization called Above and Beyond Cancer.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. What is that?
Well, Dave, I've learned so much about life from my cancer patients and their families. And one of the things I've learned is that as cancer patients come through their cancer journey, they realize what strength they have. As they come through the journey, they also realize that they have this generous spirit and want to help others in the process. So we have developed Above and Beyond Cancer, which, among other things, provides transformational journeys for cancer survivors, their families, caregivers, to learn more about their own inner strength and to pay it forward, if you will, by doing a medical mission trip and doing a personal transformational trip that allows them to reach above and beyond what they might think they can do physically. So in January, we're doing our seventh big journey. It's a journey to Africa. This year, we're going to be partnering with the American Cancer Society, and we're going to be helping the American Cancer Society build the first ever Hope Lodge in Kenya, in Nairobi, Kenya, a poor community cancer center that provides cancer care to individuals from hundreds of miles around. And the individuals who come to Kenyatta Medical Center are often just kind of camping on the grounds while they're getting their treatment. The American Cancer Society's model of a Hope Lodge is providing lodging and food and shelter for individuals going through cancer treatment. So we're taking a group of 35 cancer survivors that will be helping cancer patients in Africa get treatment and helping the American Cancer Society bring attention to their Hope Lodge project in Kenya.
It's a powerful trip and a powerful thing that cancer survivors from America are able to do in Kenya. And quite frankly, that's not a problem that we think about it in America. If we have to go to Des Moines for treatment and live in hour and a half away, no big deal to get a hotel.
Right.
No big deal to find housing.
And actually, the American Cancer Society will provide people in Des Moines that are driving to Des Moines for cancer treatment free lodging. The American Cancer Society has always done that, and in several places in the United States, including the University of Iowa, they actually have a Hope Lodge for people to stay. This journey will be a chance for cancer survivors, some of whom have incurable cancer and are going on their own time to help cancer patients in Africa, even, I would say, not in spite of, but because of their own condition. We also will have at least one cancer survivor who's going to Africa to help build a Hope Lodge, who stayed at a Hope Lodge when he got his cancer treatment. So we'll spend nearly a week working in Kenya, and then the group will travel down to Tanzania, just across the border, and we'll begin a transformational journey to climb to the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro, which will be a mind-body-spirit journey for everyone. And that's the point at which, it will be digging deep and reaching above and beyond what many of them think that they can do. But I can assure you, each and every one of them, if they can take one more step, will make it to the summit of the mountain.
That's very cool, and again, transformational, above and beyond. We're here with Dr. Richard Deming, head of oncology at Mercy and founder of Above and Beyond Cancer, a great organization. There's an event on November 6th, downtown Des Moines at Principal Park, the Halloween hot chocolate race that will be supporting the efforts in Nairobi, supporting Above and Beyond Cancer's efforts in Kenya.
That's right. It's a great race. It's a 5K or a 5-mile run. It's really a fun run, but it will be timed, and we'll be giving prizes, but it's really
prizes
a chance.
And hot chocolate.
And hot chocolate. And hot chocolate. And Above and Beyond Cancer is the recipient of funding from this race, and we're going to use the funding to help build the Hope Lodge in Kenya. So come on out on November 6th, Principal Park, and have a good run. It will be a chance to improve your own health and fitness, to reach above and beyond, but also to, in the process, generously reach out and help people halfway across the world.
That's awesome, and I think HalloweenHotChocolateRace.com or AboveAndBeyond.org.
Yes, AboveAndBeyondCancer.org.
AboveAndBeyondCancer.org. People can get involved by registering that way. So we are going to go to break. I know you're off to Washington, D.C. for a conference. We'll let you get on your way, and we appreciate your time here at the IMT Des Moines Marathon, and we'll look forward to seeing you on November 6th.
Thank you, Dave. Thanks for the opportunity.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history.
Catch the wave to Waters.
Since 1973, thousands of Central Iowans have caught the wave to Waters Autoland in Indianola. Waters always has over 100 pre-owned vehicles in stock, with over half being one-owner trade-ins. If you're looking for a new vehicle, check out our inventory of Buicks and GMCs, or go to watersautoland.com to see our entire stock. And remember, cars are always cheaper in the country.
Catch the wave to Waters. Waters Autoland.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
At Mid-American Energy, part of putting power in your hands is helping to keep families safe. That's why Mid-American provides free educational safety programs to schools, asks you to call 811 before you dig, have annual furnace inspections, and be aware of hazards at home. Mid-American Energy safely delivers electricity and natural gas to us in good times and stormy ones. That's Mid-American Energy.
You're listening to the Central Iowa Sports Network. It's CISN.TV. I'm Jimmy Olsen with Joey Libido. Joey, how are you, sir?
Doing great, James. Thanks for having me on.
And, you know, you've been kind of hanging out all morning, sharing medals with the ladies, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, you know, normally I work late in the evening working with a lot of famous singers, you know, Tony Orlando and Don, people like that, Wayne Newton. But it's strange to be out here with the light of day.
Well, but you are here with a lot of ladies.
No, that is true.
And giving a lot of congratulations, because, I mean, look at all the ladies that were running the IMT marathon today.
You know,
fantastic.
And a lot of these people have very low body fat percentage. I've noticed that.
I need to find out how they have that.
They might exercise. I'm not quite sure. I was running early this morning.
Right.
Yeah, I ran from Walnut over to Locust.
And is that because you took someone's beer from the beer garden?
I was running to the beer garden, and I'm performing over there later, by the way.
So you've been here most of the morning.
Most of the morning.
And you've kind of been making your way around. What all you've been doing?
Well, actually, I tripped the Kenyan that was leading the marathon and ended up getting second place, but I was in the wrong area.
That was not nice.
Area. But, you know, yeah, just hanging out, giving away some official marathon. I'm the official master of ceremonies for this year's IMT Des Moines Marathon.
And of course, what are these little? Because I've been noticing you get them to the ladies, the kids. I mean, little like their own medals. Is kind of what you've been doing. Is that?
Yes, it's basically for the losers who don't get medals.
Then why do I not have one?
There you go.
Because would I not be? Well, here you go. See, Joey giving me my very own medal. I'm gonna. Well, I put that on, but I don't know
can I get a selfie with you real quick?
Absolutely. You know, I was going to try and get this on, Facebook to say, hey, we are, let's turn that around. There we go.
And there we are.
And we are on CISN.TV.
Right on.
And I was going to get that to maybe, I get a couple people to maybe check me out on this, but, then they said, hey, can you get on early? Because, we want you to talk to Joey. Joey and I, we go back a little ways.
We do.
We've had a few little run-ins here and there.
What happens at the marathon stays at the marathon. You know that, don't you, James?
Absolutely. I do know that, and of course, I do. And one thing that we can probably talk about that didn't happen at the marathon was when you actually tipped me.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I do. Now, you worked late last night.
Yes, I did.
You just got up.
Yeah, not too long ago. I mean, of course, normally I am doing mornings because I got a morning show here at a local radio station in Des Moines. But, I had a wedding last night, so it was a little bit of a late night while you were watching the Cubs play.
I did. It took me a while to get to bed because I kept replaying those terrific defensive moves. And then, of course, you had Montero's blast that was absolutely, it was epical.
I mean, I know in the bar where we were, they did have the game on the television, but it was kind of hard to watch to, make sure I was, getting my work done. But was trying to follow along as much as I could. In fact, the officiant of the wedding, pretty much as soon as it was done, booked so they could get home and watch the game in their man cave.
Smart man. Well, who wouldn't? I mean, come on, we could go up 2-0 tonight. Let's hope we can.
That's right.
I mean, we've got incredible pitcher coming back on the mound again. It's hard to believe Lester did not get the win last night, but we didn't need him to. We just need him to get us in a situation where we can win.
That's right. Just keep kind of things moving forward, which, you know, is a great way to start. Not a bad day that this is turning into here in downtown Des Moines with the IMT Des Moines Marathon, but then to start it with the marathon, finish this off, have a great time, listen to some great music, have, you know, some great libations with Joey Libido, and then tonight, wrap it all up watching the Cubs play again and see how things turn out.
It just doesn't get any better than that, does it?
I can agree with that 100%. So you
Ladies,
said you're going to be...
Ladies,
oh,
sorry,
wait
hang on a second.
He found
Hello.
some. All right.
Right on. Okay. Sorry.
So you said you're going to be you'll be performing again here in a little bit over
down,
in the beer garden?
Down in front of Java Joe's.
Okay. When do you have a time on that, or is it just kind of when you?
There's a band that's up there playing. I sing between their sets.
Okay.
That's when usually most of the hot chicks show up down front stage.
And you've been staying pretty busy lately. I mean, doing a lot of little gigs here and there.
I have been. I was performed out to I was out in Portland. I was out in San Diego. I'd love to get down to Pella.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten a call yet, though.
The idea for that, the best time for it would have been back when they had the Tulip Festival at Pella.
Right.
You kind of missed that. Maybe next year. You've got time to, you know, get your bid in to try and be part of that festival next year.
I am going to be performing down at the Holiday Inn just off the highway in Oskaloosa.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So
That's
a perfect place for you.
Christmas morning. About 7:30 Christmas morning. Hope to get a lot of people out for that one.
That'll be a very busy morning, I'm sure.
Yes.
I'm sure it will be at all. But, you know, I noticed this morning, I live over in the Drake neighborhood, and, you know, again, the part of the race was the runners making the lap around the stadium, and, I mean, the entertainment, the music that is just scattered throughout Des Moines for the marathon. It's fantastic.
Well, the sponsors of this and the citizens of Des Moines really do step up every year. I mean, not unlike the Drake Relays half marathon. I mean, people just love to come out and cheer it on, and it was a beautiful morning. The fog was actually kind of sexy, in a way. And now we got a little cloud cover, but it's going to stay dry, and it kind of keeps it cool. It's a really beautiful day.
Which does make it a lot better when you're doing that run, because they are talking 70s today, but with that, like you said, that cloud cover, it is keeping it nice and cool. I know we're getting kind of towards the end to it, the end of the marathon, so it's kind of like the stragglers that are making their way in, but it's not, and I'm actually part of a group that I'm doing a run a couple times that I'm mentoring, and it's not about where you finish, but it's that you finish, that you have that endurance to say, this is what I've started and this is what I want.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you do a show.
No, that's a stupid comment. I mean, if you haven't finished by now, what are you even doing out here? I mean, at some point you cross over from, you know, hey, good try to maybe you should take up some other activity.
Well, but maybe it's the only activity they can do. I'm still trying to find that activity personally.
Well, have you tried yoga?
Yeah, but I kind of fall asleep. I really tried. I really tried.
Plus, it hurts.
It can. There are some of those moves, I admit, they hurt. They do. They really do.
They do. I usually give up after about 15 minutes, because I haven't noticed any improvement.
I usually make it about 15 seconds.
That's damn good.
and then the
thing is, it doesn't take you as long as it does other people to get to that zen.
And then the shaking starts. And I can't hold myself up anymore.
Usually my shakes are about at 7:30 in the morning. But
well, and I'm glad that you got through. I mean, to be here, to be at the marathon, to kind of get through those shakes. I mean, I'm sure you might be shaking here pretty soon because it's been, you know, so long. In fact, we're keeping you away from the beer garden. So
yeah, I'm going to head down there right now. It's beautiful down there. We've got another band over there. It's kind of an 80s metal band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to make my way over there and check them out. But lots of great things going on. Lots of things going on here at Coles Commons in downtown Des Moines. So if you are catching us right now on the app or on the website and, you know, you're just kind of seeing this, make your way down here and check it out. Join the festivities. I know they'll be going for at least a couple more hours. Enjoy some great music. You know, congratulate the great runners that came in. And as I was making my way in, it's not just, I mean, we know people come in from all over the country to take part in this marathon.
I don't understand it. Why would you do that?
There's something that I say to a lot of my runners, and I probably do not disagree with you that much, because this is not one of my goals.
I think the one benefit would be, obviously,
The
all
ladies.
of the ladies.
And maybe that's it. Maybe that's you were thinking about it wrong. That's the benefit.
There you
That's
go.
the drive. It's all the ladies watching them to be there when they cross the finish line.
James, I think you figured it out.
And it doesn't matter if you're first or last because the ladies are always there.
In fact, there are a few right there that wanted me to come down and talk to them.
Well, it sounds fantastic.
Thanks for having me on the
Joey,
air.
always a pleasure to chat with you, sir. I'm Jimmy Olsen, and you are listening to the Central Iowa Sports Network, CISN.TV.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
This is Iowa, and here we don't just dream, we make history by nearly doubling our clean energy as part of our 100% renewable vision. With this, our energy costs will remain some of the lowest in the nation. We'll create new jobs and boost economic growth. Our air will be cleaner, our state stronger, and together we'll advance this country's energy future forever. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Poor eating habits and lack of exercise have contributed to a doubling of childhood obesity. The YMCA knows that lifestyle habits such as healthy eating and physical activity will help reverse this trend. The Y offers programs for kids of all ages, from preschool through high school. Water babies to swim teams, basketball, summer camps, flag football, child watch, and even lacrosse. If your family is serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of your healthier family.
The fireplace is the heart of your family's home. Picture your family warm and cozy in front of a heat and glow fireplace from the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. Fireplace Superstore has the largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts in central Iowa. Let our fire experts help you find the fireplace that best fits your family's lifestyle. Adding comfort and warmth to your home is much easier than you think. Come see the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. No one builds a better fire. Fireplace Superstore, 109th in Douglas, just west of Homemakers.
Miss your hometown clothing store, the one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history.
We are at the IMT Des Moines Marathon, and I am Jimmy Olsen, and there's just so many people, so many runners that are here hanging out. In fact, Dave, he is out trying to find some people for us to talk to, especially some runners to find out what they thought about the marathon and what they thought about the route and what it was for them and maybe even where they were from.
But again, a lot of people hanging out here. They are listening to the music that's going on. They're finding out, where they were, how they finished, and how things are. Again, it turned out to be a fantastic day here for the IMT Des Moines Marathon. In fact, we've got Dave coming over here, and he's bringing over some fantastic ladies for us to talk to. Of course, you just missed Joey Libido. He's on his way over to the beer garden. So what's your name?
I'm Jenna.
And where are you from, Jenna?
Sioux City, Iowa.
So what did you think about the race today?
I thought it was a really good race. There's a lot of encouragement, a lot of bands, and a lot of good food. They had bacon.
Well, bacon's always a good thing. So you did the half marathon. So where did you finish?
But where did I finish? Like what time?
Yeah.
About 2:30.
Which, is better than me. I mean, 2:30, I think I'm usually in bed. So, yeah. That does come twice a day, though, right?
Right, yeah.
And what's your name?
Joelle.
And where are you from, Joelle?
I'm Sioux Falls.
So did you guys carpool together, or your sister? So did one go to the other? You came down together? You just kind of like met here?
Together, yeah, together. This is my first half and her sixth or seventh.
6. So what other halves have you done?
I did the Sioux Falls one recently. That was about a month ago. The Fargo, I did the one in Texas, Galveston, Texas, along the ocean.
So do you have a goal of how many you want to do this year?
I've done 2. This is my second one.
Oh, very nice. So now from here, are you going to make your way into a marathon?
Possibly. I'm thinking about it.
And maybe how far out's that?
Maybe like a year or so, a couple of years, maybe next year.
That'd be fantastic. So now this is your first one. You're going to do one again?
I think so, yeah. Next year maybe would be good, though. Not this year.
You're going to wait a little bit. So this kind of like did what you think. So you guys just kind of making your way around, checking out the food, listening to the music. Have you made it to the beer garden yet?
Not yet, no. We're not really beer drinkers, though.
Well, but it's about the music. There's music over there. And Joey is going to be performing here in a little bit. So, he might be giving you one of these fantastic medals, just for showing up over there. Well, you know what? Congratulations on finishing that. And you know what? You guys have a safe trip back home, too. And thanks for stopping by. Thank you very much. It is the IMT Des Moines Marathon. I'm Jimmy Olsen, and that's what we're doing. Dave is just kind of like grabbing. He's accosting people on the street is what he's doing. What's your name?
I'm Jason Lawton.
Where are you from, Jason?
I'm from here in Des Moines.
And then, so, peanut butter. I can smell peanut butter.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I saw that, and I was like, that's dessert. I don't want anything else. I don't want a beer. I don't want anything. I just want this.
Well, you need that protein after the run, right?
That's absolutely right. Chunky would have been better, though.
Now, you did the full marathon? And what was your time?
Around 3:40.
Which is not bad at all, so congratulations. I mean, for what I could do, because I can't do a marathon.
Yeah, from here to the car with 3:40, right?
Yeah, I mean, that comes twice a day. That's a joke I can't get enough of, right?
Well, and I'm a marathon virgin, so honestly, I had no idea how I was going to do
So this was your first one, then?
Absolutely.
So have you done a half marathon or a lot of 5Ks before?
I've done a lot of half marathons before, and just this year, for whatever reason, moment of unclarity, and decided to do it about a month ago, and here we are.
Well, that is fantastic. So from here, you're going to do another marathon? I mean, has this kind of really lit a fire for you?
I'm going to need a minute on that to think. Ideally, I thought, yeah, let's do it, continue on, but that's a tough race. That's officially, I rode a lot of biking events, over 150 miles or so on race pace, and I got to say, this is the hardest thing I've ever done.
But look at all the food, the entertainment.
Yeah, I love the music. I want to dance, but my legs won't move.
Well, but you still have the upper half, so sometimes the legs do not have to move.
That's all I got. Yeah, let's hope that doesn't cramp up either.
I mean, you got the flapjack, you got the sprinkler. You don't need your legs for that.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I can do a mean lawnmower today. Yeah.
Well, fantastic. Congratulations, and thanks for coming by and talking to us. It's nice meeting you, too. Again, a lot of races are still making their way in here at the IMT Des Moines Marathon. And not only do we have a runner, but he has, like, a sign in his hand. What's your name?
Josh Baker.
So explain the sign to me, Josh.
This just lets people know that I will be running a pace that corresponds to a finish time of 3:35, and I try to keep it even, and everyone can follow if they want.
So you had to carry that the entire marathon?
Yeah, I did.
So was it in your hand? Did you have it, like, in your back? I mean, how did you do that?
I switch hands. Some people hold it up high, but it's kind of windy, so I kind of held it low and did the best I could.
Did you drop it?
No, I didn't drop it.
Okay, well, that's, now, seriously, nobody will know. I won't tell anybody. Did you drop it?
I never dropped it, I promise.
So where are you from?
We're from North Liberty.
Very cool. So is this the first marathon that you've done?
It's the first one I've paced. It's the fourth one I've ran.
And any more that you have planned for this year or maybe first part of next?
Probably looking at maybe Chicago next year.
Well, that should be a lot of fun. So what did you think about the course that you ran today?
I thought it was awesome. It was pretty unique. A lot of little extra loops instead of one big loop. The track was really cool, I thought, at Drake.
Yeah, and I saw that because I live in that area. So I'm, of course, getting out. I'm watching all the runners making their lap around the track there before I got down here. And, you know, the music throughout, I mean, it really kind of helped you with that pace to keep it going?
Absolutely. Having the bands playing sporadically throughout the course is just awesome. It gives you an extra little bolt to keep going.
Well, fantastic. Again, congratulations, Josh, for completing the marathon, and thanks for coming out. And we'll see you again, I'm sure. It's the IMT Des Moines Marathon, CISN.TV. I'm Jimmy Olson with the Central Iowa Sports Network. And then Dave has found people with more signs. Go, Nathaniel. So where's Nathaniel?
We don't know. Working on his way.
He's still. What's your name?
Matthew.
So where's Nathaniel from?
He's from Des Moines.
You had to think about that. Are you not sure?
From outside Des Moines. He lives in Des Moines. Lamar's, that's where he's from.
Okay, Lamar. So that helps. Don't they make like ice cream or something there in Lamar?
Factory too. He used to work for Blue Bunny.
So he's still trying to make his way here, trying to find out where the finish line.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't get lost. We've got beer though, so I hope he catches up with us.
Well, I'm sure he will, and music and ladies, and they ran out of beer. What?
His girlfriend's around here somewhere, so hopefully he'll find her too.
Well, fantastic. Well, you know what? You better get over there and look for Nathaniel to come across the finish line. But thanks for coming out. Thanks for being part of the IMT Des Moines Marathon. It's the Central Iowa Sports Network. I'm Jimmy Olson. And, of course, Dave, he's out there trying to find all these people to talk to. And, I mean, you seem to be digging them out of everywhere.
I am digging them out of everywhere. Hey, do you have a medal around your neck? You ran something?
I have a medal right here.
I have a medal, and I think you earned that up on stage, didn't you?
Yeah, Joey gave it to me. It was just for showing up. It's the participation medal that I usually get for anything that I do.
That's special. Do you want a hug?
Only if you have a helmet. So how is things going for you today, Dave?
Good. It's been an interesting day. It's our first attempt at streaming something this long. We do Friday night football games. We do basketball games. Everything is controlled environment. Here we lose a lot of control. Just there's a lot of movable parts, but we're doing good. Seems like we're having fun, and I don't know. We're at the marathon.
Well, and that's one of the things when you're doing more of a live broadcast, because you're right. There is a lot of control that you do not have that when you're in the studio where you know what the plan is and you have an idea of where you're going rather than just kind of shooting from the hip sometimes.
Right, we're definitely shooting from the hip. But I feel like we're making it work, and people seem to be happy to talk to us, and I don't know. Hopefully we're putting on a good show.
And you do a lot of sports photography, so if you get out, did you get any pictures of today?
I got to be honest, I have not taken my camera out of its bag yet. Nope. There's a lot of other people out on the course, and hopefully they're getting some good shots. I'm working here at the stage and trying to put out a good feed.
Well, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them, but there's a lot of people that are that do photography as for sporting events or in their own mind, maybe as a sport to, kind of document things of what they've seen, what they've done. I mean, even following you on Facebook, a lot of the events, a lot of biking events actually for you that you've done over the summer.
I have. In fact, we just came from Iowa City. The Cyclocross World Cup was held in Iowa City, one of 9 events around the world, and had the best cyclists in the world. That was a treat to cover. But yeah, cycling's obviously a big deal in the state of Iowa with Ragbri and all the other great events. So it's fun to cover.
Fantastic, David. And it's always fun working with you and Pete and all the guys here. But we are at the IMT Des Moines Marathon, Coles Commons downtown with the Central Iowa Sports Network, CISN.TV. I'm Jimmy Olson.
Since 1973, thousands of Central Iowans have caught the wave to Waters Autoland in Indianola. Waters always has over 100 pre-owned vehicles in stock, with over half being one-owner trade-ins. If you're looking for a new vehicle, check out our inventory of Buicks and GMCs, or go to watersautoland.com to see our entire stock. And remember, cars are always cheaper in the country.
Catch the wave to Waters. Waters Autoland.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
At Mid-American Energy, part of putting power in your hands is helping to keep families safe. That's why Mid-American provides free educational safety programs to schools, asks you to call 811 before you dig, have annual furnace inspections, and be aware of hazards at home. Mid-American Energy safely delivers electricity and natural gas to us in good times and stormy ones. That's Mid-American Energy.
I'm Jimmy Olsen and the Central Iowa Sports Network, CISN.TV, and we are at Coles Commons. We've got the band playing behind us right now that you can come down and listen to, and of course they've been having bands throughout the course with the IMT Des Moines Marathon, as they've still got those doing the half marathon and the full marathon that are still wrapping things up. They've got the dancers out here. The runners are having a great time. And not only do they have the band here, but if you go over to the beer garden, there's also a band down there. So lots of great entertainment for you to be part of, to come down and really encourage and appreciate and congratulate all those that are participating in today's IMT Des Moines Marathon. So we're still going to be down here for a while, and you can come down here and be sure to see what's going on. It's the Final Mix Show Band. That's who's playing right now on the main stage here at the finish line at the IMT Des Moines Marathon at Coles Commons, and you can be part of it too. I'm Jimmy Olsen with the Central Iowa Sports Network, CISN.TV.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history by nearly doubling our clean energy as part of our 100% renewable vision. With this, our energy costs will remain some of the lowest in the nation. We'll create new jobs and boost economic growth. Our air will be cleaner, our state stronger, and together, we'll advance this country's energy future forever. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Poor eating habits and lack of exercise have contributed to a doubling of childhood obesity. The YMCA knows that lifestyle habits such as healthy eating and physical activity will help reverse this trend. The Y offers programs for kids of all ages, from preschool through high school. Water babies to swim teams, basketball, summer camps, flag football, child watch, and even lacrosse. If your family is serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of your healthier family.
The fireplace is the heart of your family's home. Picture your family warm and cozy in front of a heat and glow fireplace from the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. Fireplace Superstore has the largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts in Central Iowa. Let our fire experts help you find the fireplace that best fits your family's lifestyle. Adding comfort and warmth to your home is much easier than you think. Come see the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. No one builds a better fire. Fireplace Superstore, 109th in Douglas, just west of Homemakers.
Jimmy Olsen of the Central Iowa Sports Network making our rounds here at Coles Commons while we have Ice Ice Baby playing by Final Mix in the background. And lots of great things happening here that you can check out if you're coming down here. All the runners, of course, that are still finishing the marathon. And some great food. I mean, I see Jethro's. I see Hy-Vee. There's also Noodles and Company. I see Qdoba. Quick Trip is even in here with their kitchens with a lot of foods that you can come down and is that they're here to give to the runners as they are actually wrapping wrapping up the IMT Des Moines Marathon that is happening today. And again, right here at Coles Commons, they've got the live music. They've got the beer garden that's over in front of Java Joe's. That you can listen to some live music over there as well as the festivities, the entertainment, and the excitement is still happening right now today. It's turning out, again, a little overcast, but a gorgeous day to come down here and be part of the IMT Des Moines Marathon. I'm Jimmy Olson with CISN.TV, the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather's specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history.
Catch the wave to waters.
Since 1973, thousands of Central Iowans have caught the wave to Waters Autoland in Indianola. Waters always has over 100 pre-owned vehicles in stock, with over half being one-owner trade-ins. If you're looking for a new vehicle, check out our inventory of Buicks and GMCs, or go to watersautoland.com to see our entire stock. And remember, cars are always cheaper in the country.
Catch the wave to waters. Waters Autoland.
You're listening to Central Iowa Sports Network, CISN.TV. I'm Jimmy Olson. Matt, where are you from, Matt?
I'm from Overland Park, Kansas.
So what was your time?
My time, it was about 3:38.
So now, did you do the full marathon, half? I mean, you kind of got a little different medal here.
I did the full marathon in Kansas City, and then yesterday, and then the full today.
So then, okay, so this is the medal that you had from yesterday then?
Yeah, this is the I-35 challenge. Yep.
So you wore that through the entire run today?
I don't think so. It's a little too heavy. Actually, I'm having my mom carry it right now, so.
So, enjoying some cookies after a nice run?
Yeah, some cookies and barbecue.
And so do you have planning on doing another run after this one this year?
We'll see. I think I'm done for the year, but we'll pick it back up in the spring.
So how many of these have you done so far?
I've done 5 this year. This was my 21st.
So and that's been over how many years then?
About 7 years.
Not bad at all. So you do, say, at least 5. About how many do you do a year then?
Yeah, it's been varying, but about 4 or 5 a year. So it's about 2 or 3 in the spring and 2 or 3 in the fall. So.
Which spring and fall is always that ideal. They always call it the ideal running weather because you have that cooler weather.
Especially in the Midwest here. Yeah, that's where you got to hit it up. So.
Absolutely. Well, Matt, congratulations. Thanks for stopping by and talking to us. And that is what we're seeing right now with all of the runners. Again, they're still coming in, they're still finishing, and they're still hanging out, enjoying all the festivities, enjoying the music here at Coles Commons that they are giving as we are continuing with the IMT Des Moines Marathon. Dave, still out there trying to make us. No, wait a minute. Come here. No. So you can't just do that. What's your name?
Louise.
Louise, where are you from?
I'm from Chicago.
Oh,
I'm originally from West Des Moines.
And so did you do the full or half marathon today?
Full.
How did you do?
I did well. I think if my husband is he's in Chicago, he couldn't make it here, but he said I won my age division, which I'm very happy about. So.
Well, congratulations. Thanks for coming, and have a safe trip back home.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
And it's just all about having as much fun as we can. Now they're looking at me weird. Wait a minute, you're just like grabbing people. What's going on? So, hi, Molly. How are you? Where are you from, Molly?
I'm from Des Moines.
And you did the full marathon today. What was your time?
It was 3:50.
And is that one of your best times that you've had?
No, but I also haven't ran in 100% humidity. And I did Chicago last Sunday, so I'm a little sore still.
Well, yeah, it takes a little. So how long does it take for you to recover from doing a full marathon like that usually?
More than a week now, I found out. Like, probably 2 weeks.
So how many full marathons is this under your belt?
This is 8.
And that's all this year, or over how long?
4 this year, and the first was 2012.
So usually you do one, and then one about every few months. How's that usually plan out?
It used to be 1 a year, and except for this year, it's been 4. I guess I'm hooked.
And of course, for this 2 weeks, you did one last week and one today. So you're dedicated.
Yeah, gonna take a little time off though.
So what's your next plan? Maybe your next marathon that you're going to do?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking of one in the Boston area. Okay. It's a new one. It's Martha's Vineyard. Oh, yeah, it's really gorgeous.
Yeah, that'd be a fantastic scenery for that run.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped.
So what did you think about the course that you had today?
It's a bit hilly. It's a bit hilly.
There seem to be a lot of hills around Des Moines, so you know.
Yeah, you can't get around them.
Well, congratulations, Molly, and thanks for taking part, okay? You have a great day. It's the Central Iowa Sports Network. I'm Jimmy Olsen, CISN.TV. As you see, Dave there behind me chatting with more runners. Oh, now they're coming up to me. So what's your name?
Evan.
And where are you from, Evan?
2 blocks south.
So did you run to the marathon, run the marathon, now you're going to run back home?
I'm walking home.
How did you do?
Didn't hit the target, but okay.
But you finished. That's really what matters, right?
Yeah, finished.
Well, very cool. And joining a nice banana, chocolate milk. What's your name?
Nick.
Where are you from, Nick?
Moving to Rapid City, South Dakota.
And so from Des Moines?
Omaha, I guess. I've been a traveling therapist for a while.
Okay, so you guys know each other, or you just met today?
No, we went to college together.
Very nice. So how many marathons is this for you guys this year?
This is my 3rd.
And 1 for me.
And so do you normally do about 1 a year or multiple years?
No, first one. It was a bet to see who could win with a handicap. And we're not sure who won yet.
So being a first marathon, what did you think about the course?
Course is fine. Living here, I run these trails and roads a lot, so it was fine.
So you were already used to it pretty much?
Yeah. Home court advantage.
So what did you think?
I thought the course was good. I didn't so much care for the neighborhood stuff over here, but overall the course was really nice. Yeah.
Just because that's where a lot of the hills were there, or what was the?
It's really flat, but it was just a lot of out and back, and so there's a lot of backtracking, and that just made for a mental.
So a lot of kind of like seeing the same scenery over and over again rather than something different.
A little bit.
Which I can understand that. I mean, and sometimes it's kind of like if you're biking or running on a bike trail and it's all you see is trees. Right. You know, nothing changes.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
So how many? So you said this is 4 for you this year, or 3? So how many do you normally do a year?
Usually 1 every 2 years or so.
So you've really upped your game this year.
Well, this is the one this year. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so 3 total. Oh.
Yeah.
You know, you're confusing me a little bit. Talking in marathons here, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks for stopping by, and congratulations for finishing the marathon. All right, you guys have a great rest of the day. Central Iowa Sports Network, it is CISN.TV, and we are still here talking with more runners. What's your name?
Ann.
And how are you, Ann? Committee members. See, you just throw people at me, Dave, and I don't know. Okay, so you were on the committee to get this all put together. So how much work was it to get this? Now, are you on this every year, or is this your first year?
My 2nd year.
And what about for you?
This is my 6th year on the committee, I believe. Yeah.
So you've been doing it, working with Chris for a while to try and get this all put together.
Yes, we're kind of overseeing the food and food vendors down here.
And I mean, it's huge because of all the entertainment and the food and trying to really organize everything to put together for the runners. I mean, what does it feel like on the day of the race and when it's all done and you see everybody coming in and participating? What's that feeling for you?
We're exhausted right at about 7:50, and then as soon as those runners go off, you know, everything all that work for that purpose. It was great. It's a great feeling. And when people seek us out after they're done to say, we love coming back here, you guys put on a great event, love the food, love the entertainment, so many reasons why they enjoy doing the marathon.
So now, as soon as this one's over, you're going to pretty much go right into mode to start planning for next year?
We have a little bit of downtime, maybe a couple of months, and then it just kind of cycles over again.
So you've got that 2 months of downtime. So how long does it actually take you to recoup after doing all this?
I normally like to take the day off tomorrow, but I'm not able to. So, yeah. It's not. Chris, I think, obviously, he's the one that he needs that downtime. He decompresses for a week or so and then gets back into it.
And but it always turns out to be a fantastic event every year, and it seems to get bigger and bigger. And I mean, just with what they've done of growing it with all the different bands throughout the course. I mean, I live over by Drake, so I heard the band playing at the stadium this morning, and I mean, it's I know it's turned out to be a marathon that people search out to come to be part of.
Absolutely, and we have met quite a few people this weekend that have said how much they enjoyed, even pre-race, the downtown Des Moines area, and after the race today, they said they would definitely be telling friends, this is where you want to run.
And this was the year, I mean, you guys made it the entire weekend with the Fitness and Sports Expo that was at Hy-Vee. I mean, just lots of events that started on Friday, running all the way through today.
Yeah.
We survived.
Well, and that's what's important. You survived, so you can be back to do it again next year.
Absolutely, wouldn't miss it. I love this event.
Well, thank you for stopping by and chatting with us, and thank you for having the event every year.
It's our pleasure.
All right. It is the IMT Des Moines Marathon. I'm Jimmy Olsen with the Central Iowa Sports Network, CISN.TV, and we are still going to be here for a while, but we've got one more to talk to. Hi, half marathon. What's your name?
Sheila.
And how'd you do?
I kind of woke up with a cold 2 days ago, so it wasn't my greatest run, but I got round. I've done it every year, so I had to do it again.
So where are you from?
I'm from England.
Gee, I'm not sure how I could figure that out.
Well, at least you didn't tell me I was from Australia, which I often get.
I think I've figured it out. To always ask where, then assume.
That's a good plan, yeah.
So what was it? So what did you think about the? How many marathons or half marathons have you done?
Half? Oh, goodness. I must have done over 20 half marathons, yeah. I think I've done like 12 marathons, but yeah, I kind of lost count of the halves.
So what do you think?
Here, so I must have done probably 25 or 30 total, yeah.
So with the course here and the comparing to the other courses, I mean, what do you think with the different runs?
You know, I mean, this course being different this year was interesting. And I quite enjoyed it. I kind of practiced on the hill a bit to, you know, get some experience of that. But it's a nice course generally, I think, here, yeah. They managed to have, you know, a little bit of hills to make it interesting, but not too outrageous.
So with the traveling, where all have you done marathons then?
I've done, let's see, my first one was actually in Canada, in London, and then I did London and England. I've done Dublin, and I've done some in the States. So I've got quite a few countries, but I am not doing the 50 states thing, you know.
So you've become a world traveler of running.
I suppose it just happened like that, yes.
And I'm sure there's many more for you to be out there and be part of to keep going, right?
Yes, although, you know, it's just a question of time and money. You know.
I totally understand. Well, thanks for coming to Des Moines, and thanks for letting the marathon being part of coming over from England being your vacation.
Right, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day. It is the Central Iowa Sports Network. I'm Jimmy Olsen, CISN.TV. We are at the IMT Des Moines Marathon.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
At Mid-American Energy, part of putting power in your hands is helping to keep families safe. That's why Mid-American provides free educational safety programs to schools, asks you to call 811 before you dig, have annual furnace inspections, and be aware of hazards at home. Mid-American Energy safely delivers electricity and natural gas to us in good times and stormy ones. That's Mid-American Energy.
It's Chevy Truck Month in Waukee. And with bonus tag savings, get up to 20% off select new 2017 Silverado 1500s. New Silverado Double Cab LT 4x4, $289 a month. New Spark, $13,999. Up to 20% off select new Silverado HDs, Malibus, and Trax. And up to 25% off select new 16 Chevy Cruises. Save big in Waukee. Schottenberg Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
You're listening to Central Iowa Sports Network, CISN.TV. I'm Jimmy Olsen, along with Dave Mabel. Sorry, I see Joey Libido. He's out there. Not only does he's got more medals that he's handing out to the kids, he's got white ones now. So I kind of was, in awe and blinded by his attire.
Yes, you can't help but be blinded by his attire. You spent some time with him earlier. What's the purpose of the medals?
He just handed them out to people just for, he gave me one, so.
I see that. I didn't get one. All I got were these things.
You've got fancier things than I do. This at least makes me feel like I should be here.
Right.
Because, you guys got these cool shirts, and, I just like showing up and, whatever I can find in my closet.
You look nice. You look nice.
Well,
this
thank
is not
you.
radio. You're used to the radio.
Yeah, normally I'm not on TV, so I'm up this morning. In fact, I had a jacket in my car, but I'm going, it might be a little warm, so I left it in my truck, but I'm going, okay, maybe I should put a tie on just to, take away from my looks.
Right.
They're looking at my tie instead. Anyway, so lots of things happening at the IMT Des Moines Marathon, and lunch was even Sam and Gabe's. Is that what
Sam and Gabe's brought us lunch and is supporting our streaming today. Very thankful to Sam and Gabe's. Exciting news for Sam and Gabe's. They've been out in Clive for a long time. They're going to stay there on Hickman Road, just west of 86th Street.
Mm-hmm.
But they are moving downtown. Not moving. They're opening a new shop downtown.
So doing a second location.
Second location on, I believe, East 4th.
Okay.
And,
so over in the East Village.
Kind of in the East Village. It's a little north of the East Village. But listen, it is a beautiful view of downtown Des Moines. The whole wall, west wall is glass. It faces west over the river into downtown. And I've been there for kind of a preview. It's beautiful. So we want to thank Sam and Gabe's. We're exciting for their open here in a couple of weeks. And appreciate the lunch.
And, lots of things going on down here with the entertainment. Final Mix Joe Band, they're performing here on the main stage, which they're taking a break right now. But I know there's still more entertainment that's going on today, and they've got the stage over at the Beer Garden, which is over in front of Java Joe's. So lots of things to do if you're somehow just running across us and thinking, what in the heck's going on? There's still some time to come down and hang out with the runners, the participants, and listen to some great entertainment this morning.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess this afternoon. We're afternoon now.
It is afternoon, 12:30, I believe. Which brings me to we're about the 4.5-hour mark of the marathon. People are still finishing, crossing the line. They've been out there since 8 o'clock this morning on their feet. Running, a little bit of walking perhaps, but getting through the day. I've heard a lot about the course. It's a new course this year.
Yeah, I did. In fact, I just had someone that brought me, and of course her name escapes me, but she was from England.
Yep.
And she has done about 30 marathons, and she said this one a little different this year, but she likes it. Even with the changes, I mean, there's been some mixed reviews of the runners that I've talked to. Most of them say they do like the course, they like what they see, and in fact, they even find it pretty interesting that they do that lap around Drake Stadium.
Right.
But then, of course, there is a lot of areas where they come in and they're kind of like doing a lot of retracing your footsteps. We'll say running into a neighborhood, running back out.
There's a little bit of out and back. You've got to get the 26.2.
Well, exactly.
Thank you, the Queen. The Olympic marathon had to finish in front of her window one year, but that's where we got the .2. So sometimes you just have to go down a street, turn around, and come back, and add a few blocks to the distance, so you get the 26.2. And as a runner, that's a difficult thing to do.
It is, but then, of course, as the planner and trying to put it together, especially when you're trying to get it figured out, and then knowing the construction times of the city and when they're going to be tearing up a street or doing, which there's a lot of that happening right now.
Yep.
It doesn't give you a lot of options of what you're able to do, or all of a sudden they change something and they change the plan. Oh, we got to this faster than what our plan was. Now I've got to change something. The course has to make a little detour, a little move so we can get that done.
Yeah, and I know that, when coming up with the new course, you measure it, you go through it, and you're like, oh, it's 25.75. Where are we going to get a half mile? So it is always a challenge to come up with a course, and especially in a not a transient town, but a town in transition with all the construction and really beautification of the city.
Well, and the great thing of this is, and how the Central Iowa Sports Network is growing, how we were able to be part of the marathon this year, which is something that we've not done before, but not only the involvement with the marathon, but the involvement of, finding out what we can do with, I know you were talking about earlier, the longer broadcasts to maybe follow along with a lot, because there's so many great events that happen in Des Moines and Central Iowa that maybe do not get a lot of coverage, that we can go and kind of help them with that.
Yeah, that would be very exciting. This is certainly a new venture for us. It's a new venture for the IMT Des Moines Marathon to be broadcast live around the world. And it's certainly an experiment throughout the day as we kind of piece together the equipment we need. Like I said, we're usually in a press box at a football game or a basketball game or a volleyball match. I know we're heading to Cedar Rapids in November for the state volleyball tournament, which we're excited about.
Yeah.
But again, we'll be in a press box. Everything will be right then and there. Here we've got the live feed behind us. We've got the Jumbotron. We've got the YouTube stream. It's very exciting and a challenge for us, for certain. It's kind of like somebody taking on a marathon who's used to doing a 10K.
Or someone who's not used to doing much of anything, and they just do the whole thing, which I've talked to people that have done that, where they've not done 5Ks, they've not done 10Ks, they've not done a half marathon. They just went right for it. And again, for me, because I do a mentor with a run group every week. It's kind of like a group counts to 5K.
Right.
And a lot of time, it's not always the time. It's not what people are doing around you. It's what you're doing with yourself. And the goal is just finishing.
Right.
Especially today. Like you said, we're about 4.5 hours into this, but people are still finishing, and they're still probably going to be finishing for another hour or two.
Oh.
Even when we're
7
done.
hours. Yes.
Exactly. But again, it's all about finishing. It's getting done. It's getting to that end to say, I completed this. This is what I was able to do. This was my goal, and I did it.
Right. Regardless of your time. And regardless of the distance, your running experience this summer with Fleet Feet, was it?
Well, and
with Andy?
Actually, I did. So I did the No Boundaries course with Fleet Feet. I did that this summer. So I was actually a participant. Now I'm actually mentoring this group right now.
Great.
So then
That's
I
a
went
transition itself.
Yeah. So I went in and for me, it's not really a goal. There's a lot of guys and women that are doing this. We're going to do a 5K, then they have a plan to go to a half marathon, then a marathon. To be honest, I have none of those goals. That's not my goal. My goal is just being active. My goal is, because, with me working out as much as I do during the week anyway, for me, that's just extra. And what I've really found is it's not, again, how fast or what I do, but it's that I've done it, that I'm there, that I'm doing better than what I've done before. In fact, there's this one lady that is there that I've been mentoring over the past 6 weeks. I think we're in on this. Of course, we get the hot chocolate race sign right in front of us, that's their goal 5K, which happens here in just a couple weeks.
Yeah, November 6th.
Yeah, November 6th. And she actually did the half marathon today. So she was part of that, which she's done it before, and she'd pulled them up. She'd done something, so she's recouping. And part of that, she came in to do no boundaries. But again, because a lot of times she was looking at everybody else. She was looking that they were, ahead, a half a mile ahead or 2 blocks ahead. And the conversation is, it's not where they are. It's where you are.
Right.
It's that, you're really trying to, better yourself. It's not comparing to what you're doing with everybody else. It's comparing to what you did the last time and how you have accomplished something to be better, to be stronger, to have more endurance and to be able to, do something you've not done before or do it better if you have done it before.
Right. And really, I think you hit the nail on the head with just being active, just moving. I need to talk about my wife here for a minute, Dee.
Well, of course, because otherwise she'd get upset.
Absolutely, and I think she's listening now. Hello, honey. But at her work, she works at a L&L installation, and I wouldn't say the most active crew.
Right.
But she started the Healthiest State Initiative has a steps contest.
Right.
For businesses to enter and gather as many steps as they can throughout the course of a month.
You're doing it as a team. Yeah,
you're doing it as a team. So they've got their little pedometer that they all wear, and they log their steps every day, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 steps.
Right.
The goal of that program is just to keep people moving. And I got to admit, I'm a runner and cyclist, and I'm pretty active, but I caught the bug. So I'm looking at my steps, and I'm like, oh, I'm at 8,000 steps. I better go for a walk. It has kept us active, and I think regardless of running a marathon in 2 hours and 15 minutes, finishing a marathon in 5.5 hours, or logging 5,000 steps if that's what you can do, being active and staying moving is going to be healthier.
And even making that decision, like for me, I mean, I was heavier. I mean, I've lost 80 pounds.
Wow,
and
that's impressive.
And for me, and it's not that I wasn't not active before, but I mean, I could have been better. I could have been more active. And a lot of times it's just those little slight changes that you do. And then I found for myself that as I became more active and I was losing the weight, and then I needed to do more. I've got to. It's gotten to the point that if I do not go to the gym that day, if I do not get my run in, if I do not go for a bike ride, I feel guilty. It actually will depress me because I'm not getting it done, thinking that I'm failing myself. I mean that can go to an extent. You got to be careful because a lot of times, because in my journey before, there's time I would go to the gym, nothing would happen, and I'd get depressed and I'd just step away. But this time, I didn't, and I just kept moving forward and kept pushing on, and it's made me a healthier person. And a lot for me, again, it's about being healthy, not really having the big goal of what I can do at the end. But it's fantastic when you can look at people and see what they've done, where they will do the marathons, they'll do the half marathons, and that's just encouraging to everybody else with their trying to do whatever they're trying, their small goal, about being active or whatever it is.
We're being teased by some folks who finished up a marathon team today.
Yeah, we're still working on Dave on not paying attention when it's live, and girls start flashing
when they're
things
sticking their tongues out at you. It's hard to ignore. But yes.
And now they're bound. See, they're worshiping you now.
Yeah,
Dave.
no, I think they're worshiping you and your 80-pound loss. Yep.
Well, there's so many things going on. Again, it's the IMT Des Moines Marathon. That's what's happening today. We are at Coles Commons, and we are still going to be here for a while. Lots of entertainment still going on. They've got the beer garden. That's over in front of Java Joe's. So you can come in and down here and still be part of the activities, the festivities, all of the action that's going on this afternoon right here for the IMT Des Moines Marathon. Jimmy Olson, Dave Mabel. We are at Central Iowa Sports Network, CISN.TV.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
This is Iowa, and here we don't just dream, we make history by nearly doubling our clean energy as part of our 100% renewable vision. With this, our energy costs will remain some of the lowest in the nation. We'll create new jobs and boost economic growth. Our air will be cleaner, our state stronger, and together we'll advance this country's energy future forever. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Poor eating habits and lack of exercise have contributed to a doubling of childhood obesity. The YMCA knows that lifestyle habits such as healthy eating and physical activity will help reverse this trend. The Y offers programs for kids of all ages, from preschool through high school. Water babies to swim teams, basketball, summer camps, flag football, child watch, and even lacrosse. If your family is serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of your healthier family.
The fireplace is the heart of your family's home. Picture your family warm and cozy in front of a heat and glow fireplace from the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. Fireplace Superstore has the largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts in central Iowa. Let our fire experts help you find the fireplace that best fits your family's lifestyle. Adding comfort and warmth to your home is much easier than you think. Come see the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. No one builds a better fire. Fireplace Superstore, 109th in Douglas, just west of Homemakers.
Miss your hometown clothing store, the one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history.
Catch the wave to waters.
Since 1973, thousands of Central Iowans have caught the wave to Waters Autoland in Indianola. Waters always has over 100 pre-owned vehicles in stock, with over half being one-owner trade-ins. If you're looking for a new vehicle, check out our inventory of Buicks and GMCs, or go to watersautoland.com to see our entire stock. And remember, cars are always cheaper in the country.
Catch the wave to waters. Waters Autoland.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
At Mid-American Energy, part of putting power in your hands is helping to keep families safe. That's why Mid-American provides free educational safety programs to schools, asks you to call 811 before you dig, have annual furnace inspections, and be aware of hazards at home. Mid-American Energy safely delivers electricity and natural gas to us in good times and stormy ones. That's Mid-American Energy.
Chevy Truck Month in Waukee. And with bonus tag savings, get up to 20% off select new 2017 Silverado 1500s. New Silverado Double Cab LT 4x4, $289 a month. New Spark, $13,999. Up to 20% off select new Silverado HDs, Malibus, and Trax. And up to 25% off select new 16 Chevy Cruises. Save big in Waukee. Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
This is Iowa, and here we don't just dream, we make history by nearly doubling our clean energy as part of our 100% renewable vision. With this, our energy costs will remain some of the lowest in the nation. We'll create new jobs and boost economic growth. Our air will be cleaner, our state stronger, and together we'll advance this country's energy future forever. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Poor eating habits and lack of exercise have contributed to a doubling of childhood obesity. The YMCA knows that lifestyle habits such as healthy eating and physical activity will help reverse this trend. The Y offers programs for kids of all ages, from preschool through high school. Water babies to swim teams, basketball, summer camps, flag football, child watch, and even lacrosse. If your family is serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of your healthier family.
The fireplace is the heart of your family's home. Picture your family warm and cozy in front of a heat and glow fireplace from the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. Fireplace Superstore has the largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts in central Iowa. Let our fire experts help you find the fireplace that best fits your family's lifestyle. Adding comfort and warmth to your home is much easier than you think. Come see the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. No one builds a better fire. Fireplace Superstore, 109th in Douglas, just west of Homemakers.
Welcome back to the IMT Des Moines Marathon. This is Dave Mabel, and I am with Andriette Wickstrom. How'd I do?
Great. Nice to meet you, Dave.
Not only did she run the IMT Des Moines Marathon today, but she is the director of Marathon to Marathon.
Oh, I'm not the director.
You're not the director.
I'm on the committee.
Well, that's close. That's
Okay.
close. That's good. I always hear from you about the Marathon to Marathon for sure. But today she ran the marathon. How was it today?
Well, it was a little humid, but everybody had the same conditions.
They did.
Yes.
Yep. All fair.
Yep, and nice that it didn't get, it wasn't raining or anything like that, too. And the spectators along the course were wonderful, cheering us on. And
were there a lot of spectators up on the hill around the Capitol?
yeah, there were some people there. We really needed them up that hill.
Right. We talked about that earlier.
Yes,
That we wondered if that'd be a good cheering zone.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, I wasn't too happy about the hill, but you know what? Everybody had to run that same hill, and we got to go down.
You did have to go down. You did get to go down.
Yes,
Yep.
we did. So
Kind of a kick you home, right?
right. Yes.
So the sun really never came out.
Yeah. In fact, it was Murphy's Law because I had sunglasses on my head the whole time, just in case.
So you're the one responsible for keeping the sun at bay.
You know what? I think I'll take credit for that.
Right.
Yeah.
You've run this marathon a number of times.
You know, I think it's been around 7 or so at least. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few course changes then.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
Well, you know, I like the course today. The course the last few years has been good as well, and I think we just have to go along with the circumstances too, with the bridges and things like that. So
Right.
I think they did a great job working around it.
Yep. So tell us a little bit about Marathon to Marathon.
Oh, okay. We are actually going to be doing our last marathon to marathon next June.
Wow, that's big news, and you heard it here.
Yeah, yeah. And, well, we kind of let people know a little bit, but the word's is not totally out. And we've done it ever since 1996, so it's been going a long time.
This would be the 20th then, 21st?
Well,
20 years.
Yeah, it's been more than that. So, but anyway, it's one of those things. It takes a lot of volunteers. Just like today, the volunteers were fabulous, and we've had some great ones. But everybody's aging up a little bit, and the committee is too. And so we just kind of decided to, go out while we're still ahead.
Right. Well, that's great to. Not great to hear, but great to know. If you have ever wanted to run the Marathon to Marathon, which is kind of an iconic Iowa event, better get signed up and do it this year, right?
Exactly. And it's a small town friendly marathon, and basically a lot of times when people ask me, well, what marathon should I do in Iowa? Well, I actually talk about 2 marathons because obviously I'm going to promote my own marathon to marathon one, the small town one that's in June. But if they want to do a big city one, Des Moines is great, and I promote that very easily all the time. And
well, thank you.
Yeah, and Des Moines is getting better all the time with all the amenities around the city and everything, and the marathon showcases the city extremely well.
Well, thank you. Now listen, where did Marathon get its name?
Well, we run from Storm Lake to Marathon.
To Marathon, Iowa. There's a town named Marathon, Iowa.
Yes, there is.
That's very cool. And so you're out on country roads, some of it?
Oh yeah, and we go back there's some charming country churches out there, and we run by the Thresher Festival site.
Very
we have
cool.
some really cool buildings there, and out in the country, and we might have a few confused cows and pigs along the way.
That's
all
right.
What's going on?
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we appreciate your time here today. You finished, can we say your time on the air? You proud of that time?
Yeah, it's all right. It's
3:37:56, so sub 4 hours. Is that a good time for you?
Well, last year I was 3:26 and change. So it's a lot slower. But you know what? There's always next year to kind of redeem myself and come back. So
yes, there is always next year.
And
yep, just like the Cubs.
But this is marathon number 92 for me, and I know we have John out here, John Leanhart, doing his 200. So I'm anxious to hear about how he did.
As are we. We've been looking for John. John was featured in the cover story of Iowa Momentum magazine.
Yep.
And today is to be his 200th marathon. He ran Kansas City yesterday for his 199th marathon.
Yes.
And finishing up in Des Moines today at the IMT Des Moines Marathon. And we're looking for John. If we can find him, we'll get him on stage.
That'd be great.
But we have not heard if he finished or not yet. But it's what time is it? About we're at 5 hours right now.
Yeah,
right about
actually,
5 hours.
It's not quite 1. My watch is fast, but yeah.
So that's about what he expected to run. So he could be finishing shortly. And that being said, 92 marathons is a lot. Are you looking at John as a role model?
John's
200?
a role model for anybody.
Right. Will you hit 100? Is that a goal of yours? Or?
Oh yeah, I will do that. I'm not probably going to rush it. I'll just have to do it here and there when it fits into my schedule and the budget and everything like that. So yeah.
Well, very good.
So maybe within 2 years.
Wow. 2 years. That's 8 marathons in 2 years. That's 4 marathons a year.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Easy. That's not too bad. I can space them out a little bit, and I do a lot of other races too.
Oh, you do a lot. I see you around quite a bit.
Oh, there's some great races down here in Des Moines too.
Well, you're down here quite a bit, actually.
Well, yeah, because we have Living History Farms coming up. I'm looking forward to that, and then we have Dam to Dam and Capital Pursuit and a few others to look forward to as well.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, Living History Farms race is November. I'm not quite sure the date. Somewhere mid-November, 16th,
maybe the third Saturday in November.
Yeah, before Thanksgiving, the week before
right.
Thanksgiving. And, 32 years, I believe it's been going on, 32 or 33 years.
Yeah, those people don't give up, do they?
They do not give up. But it's definitely a cross-country course.
At its
streams.
worst. It's the very worst. One time I fell down. I was up to my neck in water. So I wrote a nasty note to Steve Bobineau saying I wasn't. He didn't tell me there was swimming involved.
So it's kind of a duathlon.
Exactly.
If you had a bike, you could have done a triathlon.
I should have gotten an award for that, but I guess I didn't, so whatever.
Well, that is coming up. Well, I guess it's a month.
Yes,
About
it is.
a month yesterday, specifically. So, Living History Farms race, sign up at fitnessports.com and
Yep.
sign up quick. Sometimes that race fills up. There's 7,000 people or so.
Yeah, with questionable IQs.
right.
Exactly.
Because the weather is sometimes questionable.
Yes, it is.
Snow last year, some ice sometimes, and sometimes it's really nice.
Oh yeah, but it's worth going to, and it's really cool. It supports the farms, which is a wonderful place in Iowa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's been a pleasure talking with you, and it's always fun to see your face down here. And 3:37, boy, that's a great time. You're still churning right along there.
Yeah, well, see but I might try to improve next time. We'll see.
Well, you've got.
Yeah.
I guess if you do 8 more marathons in the next 2 years, then you've got some
I'll have more
chances to improve it.
experience then. Yeah, more experience.
You'll have more experience as you round up to number 100.
Yeah,
very impressive.
Yeah, in a little bit. I mean, thanks for all you do, Dave, to promote quality running in Iowa for us.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you. Yep.
Okay.
So this is Dave and Andriette Wickstrom, Storm Lake.
Yes.
From Storm Lake. And we are with Central Iowa Sports Network, CISN.TV, and we'll be back with more.
This is Iowa, and here we don't just dream, we make history by nearly doubling our clean energy as part of our 100% renewable vision. With this, our energy costs will remain some of the lowest in the nation. We'll create new jobs and boost economic growth. Our air will be cleaner, our state stronger, and together we'll advance this country's energy future forever. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Poor eating habits and lack of exercise have contributed to a doubling of childhood obesity. The YMCA knows that lifestyle habits such as healthy eating and physical activity will help reverse this trend. The Y offers programs for kids of all ages, from preschool through high school. Water babies to swim teams, basketball, summer camps, flag football, child watch, and even lacrosse. If your family is serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of your healthier family.
The fireplace is the heart of your family's home. Picture your family warm and cozy in front of a heat and glow fireplace from the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. Fireplace Superstore has the largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts in central Iowa. Let our fire experts help you find the fireplace that best fits your family's lifestyle. Adding comfort and warmth to your home is much easier than you think. Come see the fire experts at Fireplace Superstore. No one builds a better fire. Fireplace Superstore, 109th in Douglas, just west of Homemakers.
Miss your hometown clothing store, the one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history.
Catch
Since 1973, thousands of Central Iowans have caught the wave to Waters Autoland in Indianola. Waters always has over 100 pre-owned vehicles in stock, with over half being one-owner trade-ins. If you're looking for a new vehicle, check out our inventory of Buicks and GMCs, or go to watersautoland.com to see our entire stock. And remember, cars are always cheaper in the country.
Catch the wave to Waters. Waters Autoland.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
At Mid-American Energy, part of putting power in your hands is helping to keep families safe. That's why Mid-American provides free educational safety programs to schools, asks you to call 811 before you dig, have annual furnace inspections, and be aware of hazards at home. Mid-American Energy safely delivers electricity and natural gas to us in good times and stormy ones. That's Mid-American Energy.
Hello.
Jimmy Olsen of the Central Iowa Sports Network. IMT Des Moines Marathon is what is going on today, and you are watching us at CISN.TV. It's like a tongue twister, Pete.
Central Iowa Sports Network. Jimmy, I think you've been with us
for a little bit.
4 or 5 years ago, we started doing this, streaming some high school football games.
I remember us having the conversation, and you went. We were hanging out at the coffee shop. Yep. And you go, I got this idea.
Yeah. Last Friday.
And look at what we're. Yeah, what you're up to, like 5 games.
Last Friday we streamed, I think 4 live video and 1 audio.
And, of course, it's just growing more and more with the Central Iowa Sports Network again this year, being part of the IMT Des Moines Marathon, to where you were just doing 1 game. It was 1 game a week with Dowling. Yep. You've grown that to 2 games. Now it's up to 5 games. 4 of those are video. 1 is just audio.
Depending on the schedule.
That you can do on the app.
It's Dowling Valley, Waukee, Johnston, Southeast Polk, Dallas Center Grimes. Ankeny does audio. And then we're working with Dave Mabel, who will be up here on set in a minute. Chris Birch came to Dave and said, what do you think of this? And like you and me and Dave, we're like, I don't know, let's try this out.
Exactly.
And that was maybe a month ago, and here we are. We went live.
And then the next step, I mean, I know you guys you are going to be at the volleyball tournament here within the next month.
We've got Friday is the last games for football. November 8th, Election Day, we will be in Cedar Rapids, and we will do the quarter and semifinal girls championship volleyball. And then we'll go right into basketball. And then in February, we will carry the state girls basketball championships.
What I think is fantastic about the platform with Central Iowa Sports Network doing this on the internet at CISN.TV is that if you are a alumni of a school and you're not living in the Des Moines area anymore, but you're wanting to watch your team play, which I know when you started doing this, I mean, it even blew you away with the numbers that you saw of people that would tune in to watch Dowling.
It's
a high school team.
This year it was, I think we literally for the first time crashed our site. 12,000 people logged in all at the same time. We got it back, but 12,000 people for that one football game. The thing that really touches us is, yes, we do get the moms and dads and aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas. It's not unusual to get a Twitter from Afghanistan, Korea.
Wow.
Somebody who's in the service. Oh, thanks for that little bit of home. I can watch a game. It doesn't happen. I'm not trying to say it's lots of people, but all of a sudden we're like, oh, Afghanistan.
that really gives you a purpose and a reason for why the network was created.
Yep.
Again, even this with the IMT Des Moines Marathon really showing a lot of the events that are happening here in Des Moines, in central Iowa, and as it grows every year to bring in more sporting events and more things to do, it's just, again, another way to give that people that touch back
You know,
at home.
and the fellow you can't see off camera, Eric Fishback, we've been blessed. We've got some real pros behind us. We've built this with people like the relationships like yours and mine and Eric's and Dave's that go back 20 years. And the other thing that makes it unique, it's free.
Yeah.
You go to the CISN website, CISN.tv website, or download our app, you don't have to pay. We've had great advertiser support here in central Iowa, and it's growing. They're seeing that it works. But most of all, just all the people you grabbed out there that just were on camera and had their little 3 minutes of, hey, how'd you do?
Exactly, and it shows that they are really supporting, what's happening in central Iowa, what's happening in Iowa and within sports and the sporting community, either being football, volleyball, running, whatever that is. But I know Dave's got someone he's going to be talking to here in just a minute, but we did want to get, again, those will be teams, so always come back to CISN.tv, find out what is going to be going on next, the next game. I mean, Des Moines Men's Soccer, so many things that you can check out with the Central Iowa Sports Network. Pete, thank you for having a conversation
and Jimmy, thank you. It's a long, strange trip the last 5 years.
And it's still going. It's a fantastic journey. I'm Jimmy Olsen with the Central Iowa Sports Network, CISN.tv.
It's Chevy Truck Month in Waukee, and with bonus tag savings, get up to 20% off select new 2017 Silverado 1500s, new Silverado Double Cab LT 4x4, $289 a month, new Spark $13,999, up to 20% off select new Silverado HDs, Malibus, and Trax, and up to 25% off select new 16 Chevy Cruises. Save big in Waukee. Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
And welcome back to the IMT Des Moines Marathon. I am thrilled. This is Dave Mabel. I am thrilled to be here with John Leanhart, who just finished his 200th marathon. Congratulations, John.
Well, thanks a lot, Dave. I appreciate hearing that. Usually we run in anonymity, but once we get to a milestone, we get some notice, and it's always appreciated, and thank you again.
Well, this is a big milestone, number 200. I can't even do the math on the miles. So 262 times 2, that's 500 and some miles. That's a long ways. When was your first marathon?
April of 1978, Drake Relays. It was the largest Drake that they ever had. It was the last year that it finished in the stadium while the crowd was there.
That must have been a thrill.
It was. If you broke 3:45, you got to do a lap on the track with 15,000 people cheering you on. That's not something that long-distance runners are typically used to.
So in the 1970s, you were, you just finished here in about 5 hours, but you were quite a bit faster than 5 hours back then, weren't you?
I'm almost twice as slow as I used to be. One time I did run 2:32, and I do have 12 marathons under 2:40, so it seems like a different guy, but it's the same guy. It just age happens.
Age does happen. You're right about that. So your first marathon was in Des Moines, and I believe your 100th marathon also in Des Moines?
That's right, Dave. My 100th was the 2005 Des Moines Marathon, and that was also the year I completed all the 50 states. But yes, I've run my first, my 100th, and now, thankfully, my 200th today in Des Moines.
So 2005 is 11 years ago. You've run 100 marathons in 11 years.
Correct.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's still That is a lot of marathons. I thought maybe I'd slow up a little bit, but what I like to do is try to run one every month to 6 weeks, so then I don't have to do 20 milers by myself.
So that is your training then, isn't it?
It's my long distance running is actually a marathon, so
Right.
it just makes it easier.
Well, listen, you got a little more than that done this weekend. You participated in the I-35 Challenge, which is running Kansas City Marathon or half marathon on Saturday and the IMT Des Moines Marathon on Sunday. And you ran the marathon yesterday.
I did.
Yesterday. I did say yesterday.
That's
you ran a
correct.
marathon. You're 199th in Kansas City. How did that go for you?
That was not bad. I ran with the 450 pace group. We had weather very much like it is today in Des Moines, kind of overcast, a little on the warm side, low to mid 60s. Kansas City is a hilly town, but we went through some very nice areas and nice crowds, and they do a very good job down there. I will say not as good as Des Moines, but they do a very nice
A compliment to Chris Birch and Des Moines Marathon Committee for sure.
Chris has one of the finest things going here, and I think a lot of it is due to his own personal magnetism and hard work.
I'll give you that. So I'm sure everybody's wondering, how do you feel now?
Surprisingly not bad. When I say that, I don't want to get up and run right now. I'm tired of running, but I have no quad pain, no hamstring pain. I'm not beat up at all. I'm just mentally tired, and the legs are saying enough's enough.
You'll probably sleep well tonight?
I should sleep very well tonight.
Very good. Well, listen, congratulations. I'm thrilled to be able to wrap this up with you. 200 marathons. I've been anxious to see how your weekend was going to go this weekend. I was glad to hear that you finished yesterday, and even more excited to hear your name over the PA. Would you finish about 4:55?
I ran with the 4:55 pace group. In fact, I have the sign. The guy gave it to me as a memento of today. And I would just like to say, Dave, I really appreciate the article you wrote in Momentum. You did a fantastic job, and I know they put that in the packets for everybody here, and they'll have a copy and see how well you wrote that. And I also want to thank Chris Birch for everything he's done and promoting, giving me number 200. Just as a side, my daughter today, Emily Leanhart, ran her first marathon. She was going to run the half, and I contacted him about upgrading to the marathon, which costs money, and Chris waived everything. And
oh, nice.
So, I mean, it was just very nice on his part. So I've just been treated great, and this is a wonderful event. And, it's something that I look forward to every year.
Well, very good, John. Again, pleasure having you here. Congratulations on number 200. We're going to look for you. I know you had a goal of something. I don't remember what you've got at least a few more marathons in you.
I do. There's some destination ones I want to do, and my goal
Boston.
is
Boston every 10 years.
Boston every 10 years. I've run Boston in 5 different decades. So when 2020, can you believe that? 2020 already. I'll have to try to go again, and also running on my birthday marathons. I think
that's great. You're a good role model that we can keep going. Well, listen, we're going to be back. We're going to take a short break, come back, and wrap things up for the day. And John Leanhart, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Pleasure having you here. This is the IMT Des Moines Marathon on Central Iowa Sports Network, CISN.TV.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau's seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
This is Iowa, and here we don't just dream, we make history. by nearly doubling our clean energy as part of our 100% renewable vision. With this, our energy costs will remain some of the lowest in the nation. We'll create new jobs and boost economic growth. Our air will be cleaner, our state stronger, and together we'll advance this country's energy future forever. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
It's the Central Iowa Sports Network. I'm Jimmy Olsen at Dave Mabel, CISN.TV. We are at the IMT Des Moines Marathon. I see Jethro's Barbecue. I see Hy-Vee. I see Cadoba. I see Noodles and Company. I see the QT Kitchen. I hear Final Mix playing in the background, and I smell beer about a block away.
There is beer just over on 4th Street.
And
for
I
sure.
think that's where we are heading here very, very quickly.
Yep, I think we're about to wrap up today's stream of the marathon and all the festivities.
Which, I mean, the festivities are going to be going on for just a little bit longer, so if you are watching, you can join us here at Coles Commons. But a majority of the runners have made their way through, still having some of the stragglers making their way, which is, you know, which happens. And, Dave, here, you need to wear this there.
So how's that look? Cover up my bald spot or what?
Well, no, it's the festivities, man. It's like that whole running. It's the Olympics. It's, you know, it's having the fun today and being here to support all of those that took part in the marathon, and just one of the many things that Central Iowa Sports Network is going to do as the network is growing and becoming bigger. I mean, I know we talked earlier about being part of the volleyball finals or championship that's going to be in Cedar Rapids in November.
Yep.
Well, I mean, so many things. I mean, it's almost growing quicker than what we can follow.
There's certainly a lot. Central Iowa is a great place to live, and there's a lot to do here. There's a lot we could do. There's triathlon, there's Drake relays. Right now on our schedule for the rest of the year, we've got football this Friday.
Right, football Friday.
And tune in to CISN.TV. And then the volleyball tournament.
Yep.
Then we go straight into basketball, and we'll cover a lot of girls' basketball games.
Right.
And then the state tournament for sure. We'll be at the state tournament.
So keep along with us. Follow along at CISN.TV or on Facebook or on Twitter. And then, again, watching all the games, up to 5 games a week that you can see, which, again, that's only a couple left when it comes to high school football. But this is the place to come for Central Iowa sports and other events that are happening through Central Iowa. Dave Mabel, I'm Jimmy Olsen. It's the Central Iowa Sports Network. Thank you for joining us from the IMT Des Moines Marathon at Coles Commons at CISN.TV. Have a great day.